Okay, let's talk about the two verbs that head-to-head cause the most confusion probably in the entire Spanish language. All right. First one, we're going to talk about ser. Well, let's first start off by defining both of them. You guys have seen them a lot already throughout the length of this semester. They both mean to be, but they have to be used in different ways, okay? Because they describe different things about the items that they are used with. So we're going to look at ser first because it's the most frequently used. So let's look at ser. What's the first way we've used ser? Well, we use ser when we're talking about who we are. So you can use it for, let's make sure we're using the right color here. You can use ser for self-ID. All right, think about it. When you're greeting someone, hola, soy Joshua. Hola, soy Joshua. All right, you're giving your name. You're using the verb ser. All right. How else do we use ser? Well, we can use ser with our profession. We use ser with our profession. Soy profesor de español. Soy profesor de español. All right. You got to remember that we use ser to describe things that are characteristic of someone, something that helps define someone. So your job helps define you. Our job, if you're a student, all right, there's things in your life that are specific to a student that someone who isn't studying doesn't have to go through. They don't have to be at virtual office meetings. They don't have to be studious. They don't have to be responsible. Okay, so we use ser to describe things that are characteristic of items, people, things, animals, whatever. All right, so let's continue. Again, more ser we use with personality. Personality and physical conditions. Physical characteristics. Physical characteristics. Physical characteristics, all right? So what's an example? Well, mi amigo es responsable. Mi amigo es responsable. I'm just going to put a check mark beside all of the forms of ser that we've used so far. Mi amigo es responsable. Mis estudiantes son inteligentes. Mis estudiantes son inteligentes. All right? So there's a personality. Let's do this one with physical characteristic. Mi hermana es baja. Mi hermana es baja. My sister is short. That is a physical characteristic of that person. Someone who is short is not going to wake up tomorrow and just be tall. Okay? Someone that is short, it's a descriptive, it's a condition, it's defining of their life. It is defining of their being. Someone that is tall, someone that is short, they have very, very different capabilities. So it's defining of them. All right, let's continue. We just went over the time last chapter. So what did we use? When we used time, we used ser. We would say things like what? We would say son las 12. It's 12. Son las 12. There's our form of ser. Okay. What about the date? All right. The date, same thing. Hoy es martes 27. What is today's date? No, 26. Hoy es martes 26. Today is Tuesday the 26th. Hoy es martes 26. All right, continue. Antonio es español. Antonio es español. So what else can we use ser for? Well, our nationalities. All right. Possession. And I'm going to erase this so that we have more room. If you need to pause so that you can write all of this down, please go ahead and do so. All right. All right. Okay, so now we were on possession. Possession. La computadora es de la señora Ramírez. La computadora es de la señora Ramírez. So we're using ser here to indicate possession. And the last one, location of an event. Location of an event. El partido es en el estadio. The game is in the stadium. It takes place. Think of location of an event and using ser more as where you would say something takes place, okay? El partido es en el estadio. If you guys were seated in my class, the sentence to describe where you would be La clase es en el edificio Snyder. Would be in the Snyder building. That's where it takes place. All right. So let's erase here. Let's erase and move on to estar. Estar. Now we use estar to talk about location, but not location of where something takes place, but something's actual physical location. All right, so let's say we've got this little box, and we've got una persona, we've got that person there. We could say, la persona está en la caja. They are in the box. That person is in the box. La persona está en la caja. All right, we can talk about physical condition. Okay, remember over here with ser, we talked about physical characteristics, something defining of them, how they look, their personality, something that was more defining. With physical condition, that's not the case. All right, so what we could do here is talk about this person. All right, they're going to bed. They don't look too chipper, right? They're getting ready to get in the bed. Let's say this is me. We'll put a name to it. This is me. Estoy cansado. Estoy cansado. Estoy cansado. So we're giving a physical condition, someone being tired. All right? And the last one, emotion. Emotion. Tú estás triste. You are sad. Tú estás triste. Estás alegre. You're happy. Estás alegre. Okay? So that's using estar. Now a lot of times students want to think, well, estar seems to be more temporary and ser tends to be more permanent. That's not a good way of thinking about things, because whenever someone has passed, we would say está muerto. Okay? Doesn't really get much permanent, but the reason we do it is, if you think about it, muerto, being dead, is a condition. All right? It's a condition, because before you were dead, your condition was being alive. So at the moment that you die, your condition changes, and now you are now dead. Okay? So don't think temporary and permanent, think defining and descriptive. Okay? Think defining and descriptive. Okay? It's a bit better way. Just do not think permanent and temporary. Okay? Ser describes things that can't change without a lot of help and time, whereas estar describes things that are at the moment. Okay? At the moment. All right. So study up. Use examples around your house, around your life, the events that go on in your life. If you take your kids to baseball practice, if you take them to soccer practice, well, their practice takes place at the park. That's ser. Okay? Play hide and seek. Let your dog go hide and describe where they are located. Let your children run and hide and describe where they hide, which room they are hiding in. Okay, so find ways to include this into your daily descriptions, and it will stick much more quickly. All right, you guys have a good one.